Well, hi, boys and girls. It's Mr. Wassman, and today we are going to look at next steps for creating our Google Sites website. And we are going to start with a completed proposal. In order for you to start your websites, you need to have a plan. So let's take a look at this form to see if we're ready to start building. So the first thing you're asked to do is decide upon a topic. The more specific, the better. So I chose leatherback sea turtles. And I jotted some things down that I already knew about leatherback sea turtles, along with some questions I had about them, things that I wanted to learn. And then I also thought about some things that other people might want to know too. Um, with those questions or ideas in mind, I did a quick scan of the internet to see if there were other websites available that could teach me the things that I needed to learn. And as you can see, I have 4 websites listed so far. There's probably plenty more information out there about leatherback sea turtles, but I figured 4 websites was a good place to start. Now, once I asked myself some questions or thought about some of the things I wanted to learn, I came up with some categories of information. These are just ways to group facts into containers that I could sort later into web pages. So I thought about, well, I need to classify leatherback sea turtles compared to other animals. I need to know where they live, what they eat, their appearance, their lifespan, life cycle, and things like that. So these categories are going to help me structure my pages. Now, your website is going to evolve as you work on it. So the plan that you come up with on this document is just a starting point. Okay. So when I ask you to start planning your pages, this is just a rough draft. Okay. So the minimum number of pages your website needs to have is 3, but already I think I'm going to need at least 6 pages. Okay, a home page to start with where I can talk about classification. Leatherback sea turtles are reptiles, so I'll give some reptile facts. All reptiles are vertebrates, so I'll need to give some vertebrate facts. And because leatherback sea turtles are reptiles, that means that they're cold-blooded, so I might need to talk a little bit about that. So these were just some of the things I thought might be useful on a page to introduce leatherback sea turtles. And then I sorted my categories of information between different pages. So I thought, okay, so for diet and food chain, for example, I would need to know what do leatherback sea turtles eat, how do they find their food, and where are they in the food chain or food web out in the ocean. Okay. Now, again, these aren't the only pieces of information I'm going to find. These are just some starting points because each page has to have at least 3 features, 3 things on it that provide information or teach the viewer something about your topic. Okay. So once I have a plan where I have thought about what I want to learn, found some research sources where I can start uh, doing some research. Uh, I have some categories of information I want to include, and I've kind of sorted them into different pages or sections on my website. The last thing as a student I would need to do is talk to a teacher, namely Mr. Wassman. Okay. You have to submit your proposal, and once you've met with Mr. Wassman, meaning that he's conferred with you to make sure that you've thought everything through and you have what you need, then your Google site is ready to begin. Okay, so what you would need to do is talk to Mr. Wassman uh, either by yourself or with your partner, and as soon as you get confirmation, you can start building. More videos to come about how to get started once you get that approval. Thanks.